Okay, traders, in today's video I'm going to show you why price bounces off this support level multiple times and why finally it breaks this level. Mind you, what I'm going to show you here is based on this support level, but it can be implemented for supply zones as well, or resistance levels as well. So without further waste of your time, I'll get to the video and provide you with the value, and make sure you watch the video to the end, otherwise you might not understand how this strategy works. Okay, so you can see on my screen 4 different candlestick patterns. They look different, but they perform the same function in the strategy I'm about to show you. They have some similarities which I'm going to point out, and those similarities are very, very important, so keep them in mind. If you look at the 4 candlestick pattern that I'm having on my screen here, there are other ones, but these are the ones that I've listed here, and you could find different ones on your charts with the same characteristics. You can use them, okay? You can use them with the strategy I'm about to show you. So the similarities here is, among these 4 candlestick patterns we have on the screen, the first candlestick's high is lower than the second candlestick high, and the second candlestick's high is also higher than the third candlestick's high. That is what they have in common. And again, the most important one and the last one that they have in common is the third candlestick body breaks the low of the second candlestick low. I repeat, the last similarities, which is the most important among them, is the third candlestick's body breaks the low of the second candlestick. Okay, so when you are watching out for something, these are what you need to check at the point of interest. The rest of them, you will analyze them on the charts. So I will see you. So guys, if you analyze the chart and you see that price bounces off a level multiple times, like what I have on my screen, I pull out my trend, my rectangle tool, and mark out this level. So the next thing I would like you to consider when analyzing the chart is check the direction of the trend. Okay, so in this my case, you can see we are moving in a downtrend. A bearish movement is what I'm having on my screen. So after analyzing it like this, I'm going to scale down to the lower time frame. So this is the H4. So I recommend when you start from H4, you go to the H1 to check for the confirmation that we talked about earlier, which is the candlesticks patterns I showed you earlier. That is what the hidden secret that occurs at this support level, leading into 8 bounces. Okay, so I'll scale down to 1 hour time frame. Okay, now on the 1 hour time frame, you can see that what we talked about in the candlestick pattern, this is the first point. Okay, you can see the candlestick. We talked about the bearish setup in the candlestick pattern that I showed you, but in this case it happened that it's happening in the support, so it's a bullish setup, so the candlesticks will turn the other way around. So what we are going to do is you analyze this pattern very well. You see that the first candlestick low is higher than the second one, and the third one also low is higher than, and the most important thing, the third one breaks the high of the second one. Okay, let's move to the other points. Okay, coming here, you can see the same thing over here. Let me bring out this arrow and use it as my pointer since I'm teaching you on the phone. So this is it. This candlestick's low is higher than this one's low. This is in this case, this is the second one. Then the third one's low is also higher than this, and this third one breaks the high of the second one with its body. Okay, Let me go back to the first one and show you with this pointer. Okay, so it's a swing formation pattern. Okay, this is the first candlestick. It has its low is higher than the second one, and the second one's low is also lower than the third one's low. The most important thing is that the third one's body breaks the high of the second one, and when you go to the third point, it is the same thing happening there. Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is it. This is the first candle, second candle, and the third candle, and you can see the same thing has what happened here as well. And when you come here too, things look different over here. Okay, what the similarities we discuss about the candlesticks pattern, it doesn't happen at this place. Okay, at this point here, it doesn't, nothing like that has occurred. Okay, but when we check this side, it did happen here. Okay, so going to the last part, which is where the price broke it. It happened here, but it didn't bounce back, and I will tell you why. Okay, make sure you watch the video to the end and know why it happened at that point, but it never do anything. Okay, so having it like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight move right here. This move right here, I'm going to highlight them. So I'm going to highlight them so that when we get to the, and then we scale down to the lower time frame to see whether you'll find some order block to place our orders there, so for the price to come and trigger it, and the trade goes our way. Okay, so I recommend from here you go to the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, okay, so we have arrived here. So here we are. It's looking nicely. We never had, okay, we have an order block in this leg, but it might not be easy for most people to know, since they might not be using this strategy. Okay, but we have what we call a breaker block right here. A breaker block is an order block that fails to make price bounce back, but rather price broke through that level. This is it we have here. But the order block I'm talking about here will happen at this point. Okay, it will happen at this point. So let me mark it out so that you can see it well. You see, from this point here to here, there's a drawdown, there's a retracement before price continues. So that has become our order block. Okay, so let's check whether that order block leads to, the price bouncing back after its return to the support. So I'll place a horizontal line there, and as you can see, price get here, triggered the order, then reverses back. Okay, so in that same way, at this point there is an order block right here, so I'll just pull this one and place it on it. So this order block is the one that makes the price return back after getting to that point. Okay, so this is it. So let's scroll this way to the right, so you can see price came here, triggered the order block, resulted in a drawdown a little bit, but reverses back, forming head and shoulder at this point. Let me show you the head and shoulder I'm talking about here. Okay, so you can see this place here is a head, the shoulders form at this place, and a head. But with this strategy, our stop loss will be below the highlighted point, which is the level. Okay, That is where our stop loss would be. So do not be convinced that if once price get there, it might close you in loss. No. So this is it. As price came here, it bounces off and it goes in your direction. So considering taking profit of using risk to reward ratio of 1:3, 1:4, you would have win this most of these trades. Okay. So now with that being said, let me move to this side. Why the first bounce happened here? Let me go to the 1 hour time frame. Why price bounces for the first time here? Why did it happen like that? Because there's nothing like those other blocks we discussed earlier on. But why did it happen? I'll pull out the horizontal line and draw a line here. So we are going to scroll and see what's happened there previously. So you see previously this price was serving as a resistance. It was serving as a resistance, and we know resistance can tend to support, and support can tend to a resistance. The moment there will be a break of that support or resistance, it will definitely tend to what? A support or resistance, and vice versa. Okay, so that was the reason why the first bounce happened at this point. Okay, this is the reason why. That was the reason why the first bounce happened right here. Okay, then after that we analyze the market. You see that confirmation I showed you. You place your order and it triggered and goes your way. Okay, so guys, that is it. Now I promise to show you why price finally broke below this support. So I'll again go to the 4 hour time frame. Okay, 4 hour time frame. Then look at what happened here. There is an impulsive move which breaks these lows here. Now as it breaks and forming this support level, there is not much momentum for the sellers to push the price back. So what will happen is the price need to grab liquidity to fuel the movement so that it can go in that direction. So I always say when an impulsive move happens, watch out for where it started from, because there's 90% chance that the price will return there before finally moving downward. So I'll copy this. I'll not even copy, I'll move it. Okay. Alright, so this what price retraces to this level. Okay, price retraces this level. Pay attention to this side because there's a trading opportunity here I need to show you as well. So this is the 4 hour. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the 1 hour. So if the price retraces to your point of interest like we marked here, you look for the confirmation we talked about earlier. Okay, and you can find it right here. You can find it right here. See, the first candlestick is this blue one. Sorry, is this bullish blue one, the huge candlestick here. And the second one is this. The third one was lower, but the body breaks the low of it. That's all you need to know. You need to determine before you scale down to the 15 minutes time frame. And even with that, with me not going checking the 15 minutes time frame, I can point out where the other block is. Okay, but for the sake of your understanding, I'm going to show you in the 15 minutes time frame. So I'll scale down, then I'll scroll back. Now here we are. So this is the other block I was talking about here. Okay, so you see, you place your sell limit here. Once price was revolving around this area, you place your stop loss above there or below here. If you want to place it, you place it above there, depending on your account size, or you place it above this other block. You see the price triggered it, then with the grab of that liquidity. As price evolved to this place, it's gathered liquidity and above the support level. There's a liquidity resting there. So with those liquidity fueling the price movement, then the huge drop come. This huge drop came, resulting in break of what? In break of the support right here. Okay. So guys, there you have it. Make sure you go and analyze the chart, backtest this strategy and see whether it works or not. If you found the value in this video, please make sure to smash the like button, subscribe. I have more strategies that I used to trade and I'll bring all to this channel. Now you can watch it. See you next time. Bye bye.